Good morning, Rough Riders. I'm Savannah.
And I'm Zoe. Thank you for joining us today on Rough Rider News. We are coming to you live from room 200.
We have a lot of important information to share with you, but first,
please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated for a moment of silence.
Now let's recite the Rogue Ridge mission statement together. You can follow along on your screen. The mission of Sig Rogue Ridge Middle School is to provide students with a challenging middle school experience that will prepare them for high school success academically, behaviorally, and socially. Students will develop lifelong skills through direct instruction, hands-on learning, and the integration of technology.
Thank you, Rough Riders. Here are your morning announcements for Thursday, September 11th. Today is Patriots Day, a day we remember what it means to be an American.
September 11th, 2001. What a day. Today marks 24 years after the tragic event that took place in New York City. We will always remember those who lost their lives and those who fought to keep lives safe. This week is Patriots Week on campus. The Student Council has created a lot of activities to help us understand what it means to be a patriot.
On Tuesday and Wednesday at lunch, students were invited to write down what patriotism means to them. We have collected some of the best replies from students in each grade level.
We have Kayla, a sixth grader, who said that patriotism means honoring my country, state, military, and fighting for our country and celebrating my culture and flag. She says she's proud to be an American.
Seventh grade, we have Ava, who said, to me, patriotism means loving my country. It means showing respect for the flag and to the people who protect us. It also means to be proud to be an American. Thank you for sharing.
Finally, we have an eighth grader, Lila, who says patriotism means fighting for what is right and respecting others.
For me, patriotism means to be proud to be an American and to show respect to our flag and those who fight for us. What does it mean for you, Savannah?
For me, patriotism means to be proud of our country and to be a great American by showing respect in those who serve for us.
It can be really hard to understand what today meant because none of us were born yet. So we asked a few people here on campus about their experiences, and we want to share that with you now.
Hi, Rough Riders. I'm here with Mr. Texall, and I'm for a good one. Today we're going to be talking about 9/11 and what happened on September 11th. So how has 9/11 impacted your life?
Well, I was pretty young when it happened. I was about the age that all of you were when COVID happened, so that's kind of a comparison there. And I lived in Europe at the time, so for me it happened in the afternoon, which is a little bit strange because everyone always associates 9/11 with the morning, that morning in New York. But for me, it was later in the afternoon. It was like 3 or 4 o'clock or something because I grew up in Europe. And how it impacted my life, well, immediately after that event, the world went to war in the Middle East, and the US and Britain and many other countries got involved in the war over there, and there's a lot of things that happened with Iraq and Afghanistan and all that. So that's a defining part of my formative years, was hearing about this war that was going on all the time in that part of the world. Yeah, so the day of, I remember it was after school. I have very faint memories of it because, like I said, I was quite young, younger than all of you. But it's not something you forget. If you're old enough to have memories about it, you remember that day. And it was on the news, even on European news. They were just, it was a day like normal. I think it was a Tuesday, if I remember correctly. And everything was going on like normal. And then just everyone on the news, this was before phones, really common smartphones. So if you weren't watching a TV somewhere, you didn't really know what was going on until later. So some people, it took many hours to hear about it because if they weren't watching a TV at the time, they didn't see it happen. So, but it was after school, so I was already at home. And my parents were just the kind of people to have the news on, whatever in the background. So then I don't remember what I was doing, but I'm sure I was up in my room goofing off or doing homework or something. And then my parents called me down and my sister down. My sister was even younger than me. And yeah, I remember my mother was just like, look at this crazy thing going on the TV back in America. And it was sort of, no one was really sure what was going on that day. There's all kinds of theories about, was it a little plane? Was it an accident? And then as the day and the hours went on and all the events unfolded, people started to realize, okay, this is a much bigger deal. And then rest is history. I mean, the next 20 years of American history is dominated by what happened on that day.
Thank you, Mr. Tetral. That really inspired me.
Yeah, of course, anytime. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Mrs. Ott here. On September 11th, 2001, what I remember most about that day, it happened early in the morning. I was standing in the kitchen making my lunch when the news announced that a plane had just hit one of the towers in New York City. I remember that moment watching the news and I froze, staring at the television in shock. Minutes later, another plane struck the second tower. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I grabbed my lunch and my bag and I headed to work that morning. At the time, I was teaching 4th grade. I will never forget the drive to work on that day. The roads were strangely quiet, and every driver that I passed looked stunned and afraid. Radios only played the news. There was no music, no laughter, just heavy voices with a lot of uncertainty. When I arrived at school, we as a class, remember I taught 4th grade, we watched the events unfold that morning in our classroom. We were trying to process what was happening in real time. Many years later, it being 2025 today, that day is still etched in my memory forever.
Thank you to Croy, Mr. Tetral, and Mrs. Ott for sharing their experiences.
Speaking of teachers, we want to take a moment to remember Miss Barbara G. Edwards, who was a teacher at Palo Verde High School that lost her life 24 years ago and today. She was on one of the planes that was hijacked and headed to the Pentagon. Every year, Palo Verde High School honors her memory with a special memorial service.
Our student council attended the event that was presented by Air Force Junior ROTC with first responders present. The color guard performed and they retired the flag, then presented the new flag and rose the new flag half-staff to the national anthem.
And this is something we just learned today. At Palo Verde High School, we have one of the relics of one of the Twin Towers. Since one of the teachers at Palo Verde High School was in the tragic accident, New York City gifted us one of the relics of the towers in honor of her.
When I heard that there was a piece of the Twin Towers, I got chills.
Me too. I hope you all take some time today and reflect what it means to be an American.
I will. I got to attend the memorial service and it was really special.
Thanks as always for tuning in to special Patriots Day broadcast today.
We hope you have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow.